Where is the AIM-120 for this aircraft? Hello guys, once again it's Matt. Thank you all the members and patrons. Make sure to subscribe, and today we are flying out the F-16A MLU, the literal, basically same aircraft as the F-16AM of the French tech tree, apart from minor things like the bid system, the MAL system, right? That doesn't have the AIM-120, which is kinda odd. So let's talk about how this aircraft probably should actually receive the AIM-120. The first reason would be that, yeah, it's kind of needed, isn't it? In the sense that it would be a lot of fun, first of all, and of course, it is literally, like I said, the same aircraft as the F-16AM. But there is a little problem and a good thing about it if it actually gets something like this. The first thing is that obviously it would increase its BR. Obviously it would probably include the AIM-9M to its loadout as well, so that it's actually able to play and fly in those BRs. But take a look on this match. This is a match that I was flying with the normal loadout with 2 Sparrows and 4 AIM-9's, the Limas of course, in a normal match at 12.0. And notice the aircraft that I'm fighting over here. And although this video is focused on the MLU, we can talk about this type of thing throughout all the F-16s that are able to carry the Sparrows, the ADF and the MLU, right? And even some MiG-29s, to talk about how much is worth to actually keep these aircraft at these BRs without the weapons that they have, right? So there's 2 factors into this. Obviously having an AIM-120, an R-77 to a MiG, R-77 no, but an R-73 for example, to a normal MiG-29, everything like that would increase the capabilities of those aircraft, obviously, increasing their BR as well. But why is that a good thing? Because look at these aircraft, guys. I'm fighting, of course, the F-20 here, it's pretty alright. But I'm fighting Mirage F1s, I'm fighting F4S's, I'm fighting the MiG-23s, depends on the MiG-23, right? But still, MiG-21s. Aircraft that, to be honest, they are not capable of dealing with an F-16. They're just not able to. The same goes to a MiG-29 at 12.0, and the same goes to the other ADFs and other F-16s. So it's, the MLU is not the only one here, of course. But why is it a bad thing to actually include the AIM-120 and increase the BR of these aircraft, for example, if the aircraft that we are fighting right now would never see an F-16 again, or barely, or at least an F-16 that is not able to carry BVR missiles? So, in my opinion, it would be a very, very good thing. You know, it would be something that it would make sense, it would be helpful for these aircraft, but also for the F-16s as well, because, you know, it's, I know, probably going to be added a Mirage or something in these Tech 3, for example, with Fox 3s, but it might take a while. The Italian ADF, for example, might take a while to receive its AIM-120 or something after that. So there's all these lines of BRs and tech trees that basically are, you know, kept because they don't have the AIM-120 introduced to their aircraft, right? And although I'm gonna die to these Mirages eventually because there's so many of them, it's very, very easy to get a lot of kills in this. And you will notice an overall problem in this BR. I already talked about this with the F-14s. There is basically like a BR compression bottleneck basically on these BRs, because for the majority of the matches, at least like with me flying with them, I don't know about you guys and stuff, depending on time and matchmaking and whatnot, right? But a lot of these matches with 12.0's are down tiers, and again, this is a problem because these are 4th generation aircraft. Yes, they're not that powerful, they don't have an AIM-9M, they don't have AIM-120's, but they do have the performance. The AIM-9M is still an amazing missile, and I mean, we already have the top tiers to actually include these missiles, and these aircraft, the MLU especially, and some of the ADFs, they never use the Sparrow, although they could actually take the Sparrow. they normally took the AIM-120 because the ADF and the MLU packages happened after the AIM-120 started to be a thing, right? So it's a bit weird that the Gaijin didn't add these. I understand that they want to have a stop, like a gap filling aircraft in between an 11 point something aircraft and the 13.0's, right? And these basically fill that. But at the same time, I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense if you are just stomping every down tier that you are and destroying everything, because I gotta be honest, although you will be slightly or a lot handicapped without any type of fox trees when you get into an up tier, overall the gap between a 12.0 full spaded, of course, against the 13.0 in performance right now isn't as large as people think, comparing to an 11.0 to a 12.0, right? Because after all, basically what changes mainly between the 12.0's and 13.0's are the weapon systems. So the aircraft themselves are pretty much the same, right, in many instances. So yeah, guys, this is my opinion, of course. You let me know in the comments what you think, but I honestly think it would be better for everybody to have the F-16 ADFs, MLUs, the MiG-29's, all of them with better missiles and a higher BR. The MiG-29's, obviously, they would use the R-73, you know, instead of the R-60 and the normal R-27ERs. But then in a higher BR, 12.7 or something, 12.3, 12.7 on the very least. And of course, the F-16s with the AIM-120's and AIM-9Ms, right, in 13.0's and 12.7's and such. We already have an option that it's the example here, which is basically this aircraft that you are seeing right now, the F-16A. Of course, it has the MAL system, which is a bit different from the other ones, but it is an F-16 that can carry AIM-120's, and it is a 13.0, and it is an F-16A, but it does very well there, and it's a very good aircraft. The MLU, the ADF, they would be like this. The MiG-29, 913, 912B and A, they would be like this, but with R-73s, you know, like instead of the AIM-120's. Of course, maybe in a 12.7 BR, but still, you get it, right? I just think that it kinda is weird to see this type of aircraft fighting MatAWG F1s, F4S's and stuff that is just very easy to stomp. It's a problem that BR compression created, and Gaijin, like I said, they probably want a stopgap between top tier and 11 point something, but still I don't think this is the solution. So yes, let me know in the comments what you think. Should the MLU and other aircraft get the AIM-120 or not? Let me know in the comments, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye guys, see you.